So first of all, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here in Kyrgyzstan and to be able to present, I think, some of the work that we've done, relating to your taxation in the country. I think to start with, I really just want to commend you, first of all, for the leadership that we've, observed so far. It's not every country where we are invited or we even go there and we have the opportunity to meet a vast number of stakeholders in this particular work. So we really appreciate, first of all, your time and the opportunity to be able to present some of this work. That said, I just wanted to quickly respond to some of the concerns I think that have been raised relating to the proposed tax increases. So our message is really quite clear. Taxes are very effective in terms of reducing consumption. And we understand that taxes work within a broader, ecosystem. So we know that there are issues around tax administration, which are important to address to ensure that the effectiveness of the tax is maintained. And so this issue of illicit trade typically comes up when we are talking about proposals for increasing taxes. And that's normal, that's understandable in some instances. One way that we can help to sort of keep an eye on what's going on illicit trade is to actually help estimate the current share of the market that can be considered illicit. There are simple ways of sort of calculating this. And if the data is available within Kyrgyzstan, if we given access to that data, we can help the government to look at what has been the level of illicit trade generally over the last couple of years. That's a starting point, and that ensures that you know what is going on in your market as a starting point. That said, we consider illicit trade to be viewed mainly as an illegal or a legal enforcement issue, as opposed to a fiscal tax policy issue. If the enforcement mechanisms within the country, the administrative capacity and enforcement capacity is strong, then nobody will be talking about illicit trade, however high you increase the excise taxes. And so it's really a combination of these two forces that we need to ensure are carefully looked at. A good fiscal policy, good tax structure, high increases to ensure that affordability is affected and you're not giving the opportunity to young people to join. You're also giving the incentive for smokers to stop, but you're also ensuring that within the market, you are not getting illegal products that are cheap and undermining your fiscal policy. So it's really ensuring here that your taxes still can be increased. And so illicit trade is not necessarily an excuse to not increase or increase aggressively. And it's actually being addressed. And so one way we can support that, I think, is to help to look at your current status of illicit trade, if that hasn't already been done. Where are you currently in terms of the share of illicit cigarettes in your market? And you ensure that based on what you've already been doing, has there been any effect? And of course, we can also provide evidence from several other countries as to what has worked, why it has worked, and how some of those lessons can be applied in your particular context. I'd be happy to discuss that much further in subsequent meetings. Thank you very much.